wait another minute or so. stand a chance!
The Emperor gave me... Success is the only outcome I accept. Blood and mayhem shall...
Watch this spectacle unfold!
Looks like we have a problem on our hands. Fire at will!
I don't need luck. I have strategy.
Pragmatic or daring?
My supremacy is proven once again. Perfect. Now that's interesting. Fire at will! Looks like we have a problem on our hands. Didn't see that one coming, did you? Perfect.
This could...
To arms! The best defense is a good offense. Engage.
I'll mention this triumph in my memoirs.
Ugh.
My tact.
I always...
Time to reap the spoils of the battle.
What?
Done and done. Fire at will! Didn't see that one.
There's no daring female? I just realized.
For the glory of the Dynasty!
Here, keep your wit.
Let chaos.
Engage the engine.
And ruinous fate.
Done and done. My supremacy is proven once again. Fire at will!
Be...
The best defense is a good offense.
Alright. On Death World, get survival instinct. Once per combat, when the wounds of a Death World character drop below 30%, they gain 20% of their max wounds as temporary wounds. Death World characters also gain a 20% bonus of dodge and armor while they have at least one temporary wound from any source. Okay, so I will get some augmentation. That's cool. I think when I made my commissar, I made him from an Imperial world. I want to be from the fucking streets. He joined the Astra Militarum or whatever to escape. Ooh, I can be an arbitrator? I've done a commissar. Oh man, a commissar would be cool again. But I'll change it up. I'll do this. We can say that this was a portrait of us when we were as an officer, before we became a full-on commander. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. Although now is gonna go with our triumph moment. One of these two is probably what I want. I'm thinking. Yeah, illustrious glory. You and your guardsmen defended a shrine world and received a high commendation for your feat. But this one, getting a great victory over chaos. I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, Nah, illustrious glory. But our darkest hour. I like this one. We had a great victory, but then our dark moment was when we lost a whole regiment to a Geller field failure, but we emerged unscathed, which would put suspicion on us. Like, how can he emerge unscathed? Because I've done the Shadow of Torment. I've had my commissar captured. He was tortured. So for this one, no. We can't have our triumph be like we defended a shrine world and then also have like a disastrous campaign. I feel like we just even out too much. This one. I don't remember what I started as my commissar. I think soldier. Yeah, I'll do officer. Right? Avoid something. Hmm. Oh wait. Yeah, the Void Predator. Or something like that. I don't know what, I get really hung up on shit like this. Fine. Light in the Void is pretty cool. Get back to the Light in the Void. Nope. Got it. Yes. Oh wait. I did not want to do that. Hmm. Is that enough? Is that cool enough? mean, Gregor Eisenhower is a pretty cool character in the war. Parents named me after a space marine that saved their lives.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity. Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencias. At your service.
Yeah,
I haven't had the pleasure
this time around.
Speaking with you in person
First
before.
time I was a bit of a gray moral rebel who tried to stick to the light of the Emperor while also being a good person. Like, in this universe, that's gray. But now I'm gonna try to tilt one side or the other. I don't know if I'm gonna be a heretic, but maybe I stick a little more closely to the dogma. Lieutenant General Titus Scipio Grimwald, commander of the 8th Army of the Scantian Janissaries.
My regards, Lieutenant General. The Astra Militarum is the hammer of the God Emperor, isn't that what they say? Well,
Yes.
it is likely that fate will give you ample opportunity to demonstrate your talents as a commander. I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencias, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with Her Ladyship. Bear it with honor.
Strange title for the Lady Theodora.
Such are the traditions of the Imperium. Lord Captain is the title that was established in the annals of the Lex Imperialis, at the time when the first rogue traders entered the God Emperor's service. And therefore, it is sacrosanct.
Tell me about the one whose ship I have found myself.
I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back. Especially not on board her ship. No one knows better than I that whispers are wont to attract particularly close attention. Suffice it to say that Her Ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask that you do not incur her anger by being
this game is essentially
disrespectful or
a
obtuse.
fucking book.
Lady
love
Theodora
it.
despises
Really love
both qualities.
Yo, man, have a good one. Stay easy.
There is. And you will meet him soon enough.
Why am I aboard this vessel?
So that you may fulfill your blood duty. Whatever obligations you had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the rogue trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor. I see that you are shocked. Yes, you understood correctly. Lady Theodora's authority indeed supersedes that of those whom you obeyed before. The Lord Captain's power is so great that she is capable of performing unthinkable. To put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencius. But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
I always have a backup plan.
Always. Massive conference table, obviously crafted from real wood. Resource of incredible value aboard a void ship. Thank you for interfering in operation of the sacred mechanical to serve machine spirits.
One of the von Valencius trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
Is that a Lehman Russ tank?
What's happening? Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
Idiot. Right. Got your ass.
I won't compromise my principles.
Jeez. Motherfucker.
I'll make it happen.
For the glory
Nice.
of the Imperium!
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan. I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally.
Yeah, nerd.
I always keep my options open.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad?
Your first impression of Ethelred, who appears to be about 30 years old, is of parchment-like skin stretched over a tightly bundled mass of sinew, implants, and bone. The nervously twitching fingers, the face twisted by a slight tic, and the jerky movements are all signs of some illness or defect that has taken over his physical form. In stark contrast to Ethelred, whatever. Theodore von Valancius' features appeared as if they were carved from marble, eternal and indestructible. Edbri's high, proud posture, hand clasped casually around her behind her back. Everything seems to emphasize the difference in status between her and Ethelred. Next to the two of them, you see two more men. One is a gray-haired officer of impeccable bearing who was studying the contents of his Zaddah slate. The other is a behemoth bristling with holsters, baldricks, and containing all manner of weapons.
Our second candidate has joined us. Approach and give me your answer.
Jeez.
Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
I'll go with the second option. There are ways to confirm whether what is happening on Ion 6 is witchcraft or not. It might cost several psychers to do so, but it will give us the answer.
Thorough, but presumptuous. It took me a great deal to find one psyker who could serve me well for many years. Yet you speak of several.
Sanctioned psychers are rare and valuable instruments of the Golden Throne. Or do you suggest that we use heretics, who are an offense to the God Emperor's light? It would be rather careless of you to utter such profanity in the presence of his faithful servants.
I find your tone most disagreeable, Ethelred. You will kindly alter the manner in which you address me, or else you will live to regret your consequences.
Well, I find your company disagreeable, and yet I'm forced to endure such.
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
Bitch.
So, why are you here?
I was hoping you would clarify that.
Clarity. A luxury that few of us can afford. There is a reason why I did not explain all the details of the question I posed to you earlier. Beyond the borders of the Imperium, seldom is one granted an opportunity to enjoy information in abundance. This, however, is one such opportunity. My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
There are other heirs?
Naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his
related to you?
mistake. His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voitvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it
Alright, I'm
used
asking
to
you
be.
questions.
I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge. Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is ancient. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant. Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that's suitable.
All right, no more questions.
In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
Live. Disgusting heretics.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
Look out!
Your emperor won't save you! No mercy for
Follow my lead.
heretics.
Weapon at the ready. Die!
Out of my way! Death to the weak!
You call him the corpse god, I will throw a fit.
I've faced worse than this. On it.
I bring ruin.
Death to non-believers!
For the Imperium!
Reduced to dust! My faith strengthens me. I took care of this one.
Serve the ruinous powers!
I'll see to it personally.
Oh my god.
A tactically sound approach.
To the heretics!
My exit
Oh my
strategy
god.
will remain unused.
So embarrassing. She's probably like, holy shit, that guy sucked. Oh, no way. What the fuck? Why was the city all the way back here? It's stupid.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Then suggest... Consider this hypothetical situation. So, what? You have ceded the opening that was offered to you in a woeful... My name... It is my
Whatever.
decision alone to determine... Naturally. Blood right alone is not enough to... His kinship to me is Oh, yes. You would be, wouldn't you? Impatience. I am rather fond of impatient people. Service in the Astra Militarum is a trial from which very few people emerge with their life. That you have risen through the ranks of the Imperial Guard and assumed command of an army is a testament to your astuteness. But moreover, even changing your family name will not rid you of the fame you previously garnered. I hope it will also help you bring glory to the Von Valancius dynasty.
Made me famous far beyond
to
the bounds of my
which you
hopes.
now belong.
Nice.
Now, enough, Abelard. The Rykad system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers. and rivals. Besides me, two other... I set the course for Rykard on the demand... for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise... Observe, learn, and in that...
Just so I'm not fucking starting over
handle this.
in the last save.
That's gotta hurt.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. One fewer target.
Follow my lead. For the glory of the Imperium!
Chaos guides me. Out of my way.
Oh, my ears are ringing.
I'm still missing despite having 86%. That's fucking crazy.
Death to the weak. Death to unbelievers.
Reduced to dust.
Nice.
One fewer target.
Nice.
Break them
Alright, Mort, you could have just shot these dudes.
Touch me.
My place is at the fore.
Stay vigilant!
I'll make it happen.
Way better than last time.
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper deck. Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting.
Mort, pull yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Vox Master is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warped madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
I have not yet received word from the Engineering regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only Voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
But mutiny? Who would have attempted a mutiny here in the warp?
Lunatics, fools, heretics. This ship houses thousands upon thousands of people. Pernicious
said,
thoughts and
heretics
warp-induced delusions could have tainted any one of them. It is a difficult notion to accept, but such risks are inescapable. First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the Navigator's Sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once. Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-Militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
Titus.
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance.
Yeah, take me.
Then it's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down.
Do everything in my power.
Not everything in your power. You will do as I say. I'll have your heads if you fail. Is that clear? Then move out. More.
Alright, I'm gonna cut it here. Got a slight headache.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear.
Better not fail me. The Lord Captain made it clear I'm relying on you. His fraud is risk.
I see you have quickly earned Lady Theodora's trust. If she is already sharing her closely guarded secrets with you. But that is no longer relevant.
Something hits you hard with a sharp crackle. You're consumed by unbearable, gut-wrenching pain. Traitor. Promise you a special destiny, Titus. It's time to fulfill it. Damn, he really betrayed me. Yeah, he was a traitor all along. Wait until what he does throughout the game. Pussy. Alright. Cut it here.